This is a public service announcement. This is a public service announcement. What you're about to listen to may make you yell, shout, smile, and even laugh out loud. Youth baseball players, coaches, and fans join the S.L.I.D.E podcast crew on their journey to make baseball fun again. Hear stories from players of all ages, plus tips and tricks from coaches and scouts. Now, if you're ready, give us a loud play ball.
So welcome back to the S.L.I.D.E podcast. I am super excited today because we have two superstars on our show. But before we get to those superstars, I've got two superstar co-hosts and I'd like to introduce. So Coach Jenn, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am doing very well. I'm very tired of painting. So I've been painting the new office and I do not like painting. So I thought I would be able to sucker my son and his friend into doing it, and they didn't get it all completed, let's just say. So now I'm having to do touch-up work. Allie, Coach Allie, how are you, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Good weekend of watching some baseball and ready to go watch some more.
Well, you're not in Los Angeles like normal. You're in, where are you at?
I'm in Arizona, about to head to some spring training games tonight and tomorrow to relax a little bit. It's always fun.
It must be nice just to, hop in a car and drive down and catch some spring training. And, for us, we'd have to literally jump on a plane and ride for 5-6 hours. So you enjoy that nice weather you got out there. So today we have two baseball superstars on the show with us. So joining us today is Maybelle Blair. You may know the name All the Way May from A League of Their Own. That was played by Madonna. We have the original Maybelle Blair here with us today. So Maybelle, how are you doing, ma'am?
Well, the old girl's pretty darn good. I'm on this side of the dirt, so I'm doing very good.
Well, hey, that's a positive for us all. And Ashlyn, tell us a little bit about you and how you're doing. So you're Ashlyn. Where are you from? Tell us all that fun stuff about you.
I'm from Canada. I was born there, but when I was coming down to California, I was coming to visit Maybel, and that's how I met Coach Andrew here, but through a lot of connections, which is crazy. It's like one of Maybel's friends went to his friend's game, which we went to this beach party after, and then I was looking for a better team because I was on this little league team and I wanted better competition.
Gotcha.
So I tried out for his team and I made it. So that's how I met Coach Andrew.
Okay. Well, very cool. So we have yesterday's baseball star and we have the future baseball star on with us today. So thank you, ladies, so much. You guys are joining. You're in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're where Allie normally is. Allie's in Arizona, so we've shifted everyone down a little bit. But to start it off, Jen, I'm going to let you start this one off because I always get the first shot at asking questions. So I'm going to let you start us off.
I'll start it off. Maybelle, I have a question for you. When you were playing baseball, did you realize at the time what type of impact you were going to have, or did you just think you were doing what you loved?
Oh, my God, honey. It was the thrill of my life to be playing baseball because I grew up nothing but loving baseball because my whole family was baseball, just excited family. In fact, my family started off in Texas and they had the Blair died and they traveled all over Texas playing baseball. And when I grew up, there wasn't, tick-tock and this, then that, and twit, and whatever they have.
That's right.
And so all we had was a baseball wrapped in tape and a broken bat hung together with nails. And that's the way we entertained ourselves, was playing baseball, getting up in the morning. That's all we had to play with.
So
that's how I got involved.
Did you play baseball like it's depicted, like in the movie, or did you play fast pitch, underhand?
I grew up throwing fast pitch was my first teams. In fact, I started having teams when I was in the 5th grade because I'd organize them.
You did it?
I'd get all the
That's
girls
awesome.
lined up, and that was my first team I put together in grade school. was I had a team, and I begged the teacher to get me another team, another school to play. And she had a friend that was in charge of another school, so they compromised, and I got to have a game. So I had a game against one of the other schools, and I kept putting teams together all through my grade school. And when I got to high school, then I went into the regular little leagues around.
Very nice.
Okay. So obviously the movie made, the story really famous. I remember as a kid going to the movie theaters and was blown away by the movie. What was your impression of that movie and how they depicted that whole story?
Oh my gosh, I thought they did a fantastic. Penny Marshall absolutely did a wonderful job. And I don't think she could have done a much better job. There was a few things she couldn't tell at that time when she made the movie, which now the new TV series is depicting what happened in the league. Mm-hmm. But the story itself was fantastic. And we were so thrilled that she included the old timers, and we were at the in the movie at the end at the Hall of Fame and what have you. No, if I would say the movie itself was about 90% correct of everything that took place. She did a magnificent job. And it is still the best money maker of all of the baseball movies.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, absolutely. The best sports, one even better than Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. Wow. I remember, though. I remember coming out and watching the movie, and this was, I guess, late 80s, early 90s. I should have looked it up, but I remember coming out thinking how exciting that was to watch women play baseball. And it was just because it was so different. It was so fun. The story was so well told. And it really left me wondering how much of it was true, but it is so amazing to hear that she did keep 90% of the story intact, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, during making that movie, she really she was a workhorse. She'd do scenes over and over and over again. They said that she could have probably made 20 movies with the film that she threw away, but she wanted it accurate. And boy, I think she did one heck of a job. It was fantastic. And she treated us like queens when we were there. Anything we wanted, the old time ball players, she really took good care of us.
Well, I know I don't want to spend a ton of time on the movie because I want to hear what real life was like back then. But you had a lot of stars in that show or in the movie. So Gina Davis, Rosie O'Donnell, there was quite a few, but you had the biggest name playing you, which was Madonna. How was that for you?
Well, basically, they said that a lot of people say that about Madonna, but that really wasn't so. It was a synopsis of the whole league, and they just picked out characters here and there. But no, Madonna was not me. It would have been a great thing to have happened, but no, absolutely not. But I had to tell you, I had a lot of fun. I wasn't one of the little do-gooders. I was pretty ornery.
Yeah.
I was terrible sometimes. I got carried away, but But anyway, that was the love of my life, was to play baseball. And today, my love of my life is watching these little girls come up and having the opportunity to play the game that they love. That's and right. They should be able to. So many of the girls nowadays, are being pushed into softball because of Title IX. And you can't blame them. And so anyway, but there's so many of the girls that still demand to be able to play baseball. They're getting the opportunity now. I played softball and I love softball, but I had the opportunity to play baseball, which I prefer to play, but I love both. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer to play a baseball. And if these little girls want to play baseball, please give them the chance. So I think I'm living my life, going out and watching them and promoting them to be able to play baseball. It does me good because I can remember little Ashlyn here sitting here beside me as a very little girl. I can't remember how many years ago that was. And that little thing, you could just see the talent in her, and to give her a chance to be able to play. And one of these days, be able to play professional baseball, it'll do my heart wonders.
Well, for our listeners out there, if you haven't looked up Ashlyn, it's Baseball Ashlyn on Instagram, and TikTok, I believe, and a couple of the others. But Ashlyn, where did the love of baseball start for you? So, obviously, I assume you've had to watch A League of Their Own. But where did that love start of the actual game baseball versus the softball? Because there is no doubt when I watch any videos of you, what you were meant to do. So tell us.
Well, my brother started baseball when I was first born, so I've always been involved with baseball, but I've always loved baseball my whole life. Like, I've always wanted to hit after my brother's games and practices and stuff, and I always wanted to throw with one of the dads or something. And I just think I meant to play baseball, not softball.
I agree completely.
Yeah, she says her whole life. That's 12 years old. Can you imagine what she'd be at 96? That's the way it goes.
She's got a couple years.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jen. You had a question.
Yeah, Ashlyn, have you come in contact with any naysayers, any people that say that girls shouldn't be playing baseball?
I have a few times, especially on social media, but I don't really listen to them.
I was going to ask you what you did, so you just ignore it, right?
Yeah. I don't care what other people think, but if I really appreciate all the positive people.
Absolutely.
Of course. Well, I think there's a lot of people that are really just confused. I can't, in my heart of hearts, I can't say anything other than just confused, because it's not so much as women are trying to take over baseball. You just want to play a game that you love. It would be no different than you saying, I love Monopoly and I want to go play Monopoly. It's just a game, right? So,
yeah.
It doesn't really matter. And if you can stand in that box and hit a pitch, it doesn't matter who's pitching it to you. If you can hit it, hit it. And based on the things that I see from you, you can hit it from left, you can hit it from right, you can pitch it from left, you can pitch it from right. I don't know what you can't do. So for our listeners out there, so let me tell you something about Ashlyn. So Ashlyn originally is from Canada, and you spend how many months a year in California so that you can play baseball? 6 months?
5. 5. I can do 6 months. That's the most, but I leave a month for anything I have to do here, for baseball or anything. So I come here 5 months out of a year. I usually come 3 months in the fall, and then about a month or 2 months in the spring.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming you must look forward to coming to California, being from Canada.
Yeah, I love it here. And especially after it's been snowing and I come here and it's so nice. It's amazing.
We experience that with Allie all the time, because we can be here freezing cold and Allie's sitting on camera with us, and she's got these nice sun rays coming through her window, and she's in a t-shirt, and we're over here bundled up and freezing. So it's just not fair, Ashlyn. It's not fair.
I know.
So May, I'd like to ask you, is it okay if I call you May?
You can call me anything you want. Okay,
well, we're going to stay with May. So tell me about how, so obviously the world war starts, all of this mess is going on, and we send a lot of baseball players overseas to deal with that. How does this All-American Baseball League, how does that really start, and how do you become a part of it?
Well, it started, like you said, the boys had to go off to war. So Mr. Roosevelt didn't want baseball to die. President Roosevelt didn't want it to die. So he got with Mr. Wrigley and told him that he wanted to know if there's any way that he had any ideas that maybe the women could start playing. So Wrigley started thinking, and he decided that maybe that started Women's Baseball League. And that's the way it got started. And it went along so wonderful for years until naturally the war was over. And then the men started coming home from war. And then we were supposed to go home and put on our aprons and have babies. So that ended the league. So what we're trying to do today is keep building up with our girls like Ashlyn and some of the other wonderful little girl ball players that we have. And our USA team is wonderful. But we're going to keep building, and we're going to have a league of our own again. We're trying to build a home in Rockford, Illinois now, where the Rockford Peaches played, and buy our stadium there and have a home for women's baseball. And it'll be called the International Women's Baseball Center, not only for our American girls, but for the girls from all over the world. And we'll hold our world championship games there, and that'll be the home of their own. We want our own museum, our own, just our own home, where we can have our own Hall of Fame girls that have played and have made marks in the baseball world, and make it for our future girls to be able to do the same thing. Because, as you know, we are women, and just like in the WNBA, we can't compete with men. Our best basketball player could not make the bench for an NBA basketball player. We don't want to play with men. We want to have our own. We could compete and not get hurt or anything. So that's what we're building on. And I think within 2 years, we will have our league of our own going again. And we hope we have our home in Rockford, Illinois built by then. We're trying to get the shovels in the ground. We need a few $1,000s more. We want the homes for these girls can come and visit and see where the Rockford Peaches play and have tours and what have you from all of the stadiums. And who knows what's going to happen. There's a future is bright for our young girls, and they are loving it. We're going to have baseball for all down in Kentucky this next year, and I understand there'll be maybe 600 or 700 girls down there. And like Allie, she's rallying the girls here in California and working so hard. And you have no idea how happy I am. Every time I see a little movement, I just get 10 years younger. So if they keep doing it, I may live to be 130. Who knows?
Hey, let's keep it going, Allie.
Like
Now,
my face hurts from smiling so much seeing these two together, because Maybelle not only was the start of women in baseball, but she's not letting that path stop. And I think that's what's so important. And you see Ashlyn here, like, she's playing with the boys right now, but you put her with the girls when she has her opportunities, with our girls, with her boys teams, with her teams back home in Canada. Like, she flourishes all around. And that's what you want to continue to promote. So my face hurts from smiling. Thank you, you two.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing. Ashlyn, so for any girl of any age that wants to get involved in baseball, what would you tell them about how to do it? Like, what, other than the connections that you were so blessed to be able to find, what would you say would be a really good step for them to take, and how not to quit, how not to give up very easily? Tell some girls out there how they can do it.
Well, I just think don't care what other people say or think about you. Just focus on you. And if you want to get better or play in high school or college, just keep training.
Yeah, I'm fired up right now. That is awesome, Ashlyn. That is so amazing. I wish that, I feel like we just kept ourselves in a box for so long. Like, boys are supposed to play baseball and girls are supposed to play softball. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really makes no sense at all why girls can't play. Men play fast pitch softball, so girls should be able to play baseball too. The exact same thing.
And there is no doubt that there is interest in the American and the world to see this happen. And I'll tell you, until I met Allie probably 4 or 5 months ago, maybe, my visibility to women in baseball was very little. And so I wasn't even aware, and I apologize for this, but I wasn't even aware that that USA had a women's baseball team. And so I have learned so much myself about women's role in baseball, and I look forward to seeing this continue to grow. And it's, some listeners out there may be thinking, well, he's just saying this, but no, this is 100% true. Ashlyn, you have no clue. I talk about you all the time to Allie, because the things that I see you do, because I know what the road that you're on right now is not the easiest road. You're on a road that you're going to face some adversity. You're going to face some challenges. But I see that as you've got character, you've got heart, you've got passion. And I love that, because so many people want to adapt to what everyone else wants them to be. And I love to see an individual that says, I don't care what you expect of me. This is who I am. I love it. So, and I'm sorry, sometimes I just start talking and who knows what's going to come out. But
I saw Ashlyn, I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago at the World Tournament down in Florida. And she was a little thing. And I saw her running around there chasing balls, as they'd fly over the fence, foul balls and what have you. And I thought, my God, that kid's a natural. My gosh, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And sure enough, look at her today. And that's what it takes. It takes practice. It takes dedication and the love of the game. And if you have that love of the game, you can't give that up, because you will make it. And we are making it. Japan today is the top women's baseball team. They won that tournament, and they're so far superior to our team at that time. The second team came in was Taiwan, and third team came in Canada, and the United States came in fourth. Can you believe that? And we have some wonderful girl ball players, but we need to dig in more, and we will. So this is what we're trying to do, and we will do it. And I'm so proud of Allie for taking on the bull by the horn in California. And she's doing a remarkable job. And if we can get more Allies and more Ashlyns and more Justines and more of these people, it's just absolutely makes this old heart beat. I'm going up to Hollywood this afternoon to renew or help write the new TV series that's coming up with the League of Their Own. They're going to extend it. So awesome. I'm looking forward towards that, and I was very thrilled that they're going to extend it.
Gotcha. Okay. So Ashlyn, if you had it your way, what is your goal, and where do you want to see yourself 10 years from now? If we could give you just this magic wand, where would you be?
I want to play in the MLB, but after that, I would love to coach with Coach Andrew and maybe work in the MLB office. I just love baseball. I want baseball to be in my life forever.
So you have brothers, right? You mentioned you wanted to play. What do your brothers think about this?
They're always supporting me. They love me, and they always are coaching me at the same time too.
Okay. They help give you some healthy challenge, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Allie, how did you meet Ashlyn?
Yeah, so Ashlyn actually got connected with the ball girls via social media. We had some girls in this crazy world. Social media now is such a useful tool to connect people. But these girls that had played for me and with me were all friends with Ashlyn on social media, and a few of them hadn't actually gotten to play together yet. So we decided, what's better than getting these girls all together on a field so the friends online can play together. The second we put them on this field, it's crazy. Like, I don't even know what it was, but there was no ifs, ands, or buts that these girls were like best friends from then on out. Like, the connections they made were just phenomenal. But Ashlyn, what she won't say is she's on a few teams down here in California and back home in Canada. So she's had this amazing opportunity to come to California and get connected. She keeps saying Coach Andrew, that's with Prevail Baseball in SoCal. And she gets to play on a couple of his age group teams when she's available. And down here, like, you see her videos, she's training all the time. And then she plays with the girls with us when she's available. And she's going to Cooperstown twice this year. She's on our Cooperstown 12U team, and then she's on Prevail's Cooperstown 12U team. And then Warstick is absolutely right behind Ashlyn in this battle. And she swings that pink gunner bat. You'll see it out at the field. She's got the bright pink batting gloves. She's got a pink bandana that hangs out of her back pocket. Like, this girl's got swag. And you're missing the pink hair. You got to show the end of the hair, girl.
No, I don't like that.
So how did you two, so you guys got connected, Ashlyn. What does May mean to you? How does she help inspire you?
Well, she played in the American All-Girls League, and I just think that's so amazing. And she's always trying to get more girls in baseball, and I think that's awesome.
I do too. I honestly, I don't have a lot of words to explain like how cool this is. And I want to see it continue. So hopefully, maybe Jen, we need to do our own fundraiser and see if we can get the slide to Cooperstown, because I so want to go watch these girls walk away with the championship. So
yeah, I want to go out to California.
I do too. I want to do that too.
Let's just pass a bucket around at church on Sunday and make it happen.
Yes, we need an addendum to what we're collecting today. So yeah,
it's tax free.
That's right. So,
and one thing, I don't want to let Maybelle fool you, but she's still throwing first pitches out. She's still got the arm.
I saw them throwing. I saw these two in the video. I saw them throwing. And Maybelle, it looks like you hadn't lost a lot. You still training?
Oh my God. Haven't lost a step. I'm just moving right along. I just march one foot in front of the other one. As long as I'm on this side of the dirt, I'm going to do it.
Now, what was your favorite position to play?
Well, in softball, it was second base.
Okay.
And baseball pitcher. But
wow.
The thing that I love most is, all these professional baseball players, they get on the DL list if they break their fingernail or their toenail or just hurt their little finger. Well, we didn't have any sliding pads. So let me tell you a thing. We had strawberries and we had to play. Boy, we came up bruised and what have you. But if we had to go on the DL list, we was almost sent home. But anyway, it's amazing how much that we loved the game that we would still play with these big strawberries on our legs.
Now, I remember that very, very vividly from the movie. And so was there any adjustments made to the uniform after? Because, you guys played for 6, 7, 8-ish years. Was there any adjustments or anything made to help it be easier
not
on you
until
ladies?
After the league, till years later. Then they started wearing the long pants and wearing sliding pads. But no, there was no adjustment whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
Bit the bullet and went on.
I don't know if it's true, but somebody said that the strawberry that she had in the movie was real, that was not makeup. Is that true?
That's absolutely true. And
that was a real strawberry.
It was so much fun making. Tom Hanks says it was the best movie he ever made. He loved it because
Jimmy Dugan.
Yeah, Jimmy Dugan, because he didn't have to shave and he could eat all he wanted. And he was quite a good ball player. It was amazing.
So now, how close was Tom Hanks' version to the real Jimmy?
Jimmy Fox never came on the field drunk or anything like that.
That's
but
good.
His
That's
mannerism was a lot, but no, he wasn't like that whatsoever. But I'll tell you, I think Tom Hanks did a beautiful job in the movie. But just like in the movie, we didn't allow men into our dressing room or anything like that. That was a part of the 10% that wasn't done, or Gina Davis doing the splits and
so you mean that didn't really happen?
No.
Oh,
did not happen. I'm sorry, but it didn't happen. But let me tell you something. Madonna sliding into third base head first. That was true. She is quite a trooper. Whatever she did, she did that 12 times before Penny said it was a take. And I'm telling you, and she just kept dusting herself off. Penny would say, Madonna, you didn't do that right. Then go do it again. So back she'd go and slide in first. And finally, after 12 takes, it's a take. And that was it. She's quite a trooper when it comes to making movies.
I remember because she was quite the superstar before the movie, and so we were all, and I was young, but it was pretty cool to see Madonna in a movie like that. But she showed up very well as a ball player, so she did justice.
She's actually very spastic when it comes to baseball. She was practically the worst one of the bunch. Absolutely spastic.
Well, she might have an excuse or two. She spends more time dancing than she does, sliding. But
yeah, that when she caught that ball against the fence, there was just somebody above her and just dropped it in her mitt.
Oh,
that wasn't her, believe me.
Oh well, wait till we get her on the show. We're gonna have to have a talk with her.
Wait till you get her going.
So what did the men say when they came back, May? So you guys are playing ball and you're starting to get kind of serious. And so what was the men's opinion when you guys came back? When they came back, I'm sorry.
Well, when they started coming back, it was just like anything. They came back, they were just gracious and all of that. But naturally, the fans wanted to go watch the men play again, the great stars, because they didn't have any. There were 4 Fs out there. It was better watching the girls. And so when they started playing, the fans had spent their money that they had going back to see the major leaguers play. And that's what actually broke down the women's baseball, because they started cutting back the women's baseball as far as the money goes, and a lot of the great stars quit, right. And then they just couldn't, or they weren't as strong at the end of the league.
Thank you.
Well, that was, I wish, is there any like behind the scenes, like documentaries on that team, Allie, that you know of? That's not the movie, but something that's a little bit more real? Is there anything?
I know on the International Women's Baseball site that Maybelle was talking about, they have kind of bios on some of the former players, and they're posting about players all the time from the original league, which is amazing to keep up on. And Maybelle, do you know if there's a site where you can find more bios or?
That I do not know, but like you said, Allie, there's a lot in the International Women's Baseball League. There's several books out that tells about them and what they're doing today. Cat Williams wrote one about that, and what took place while we were playing. There's several books out there that it would be very interesting if people would like to read them.
Okay. Well, we'll put a link to some of those books in our show description so people can go do some
Oh, that would
research.
be wonderful.
Yeah.
And if you want to know about the Negro League, Leslie Heapley wrote about the Negro League of the girls that played, and the men's league. She knows more about the Negro League than all of them put together.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's something that I don't think, Allie, we're going to have to do a crash course in that one too, because again, very little to no exposure to this stuff. And I think it is so exciting. So it just
Do you think you'd get a history lesson today?
Yeah, of course. I didn't enjoy history in school, but this kind of stuff I would enjoy. So I'd sign up for a course. So now, Ashlyn, I got to ask you a question. If you get on the when you play, do you want to be? I'm trying to think of how to get the question. Are you going to play for the USA team or are you going to play for Canada?
There it is.
I don't know yet.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if I can play for USA if I'm from Canada, but if I'm living here, maybe I could play for USA. I'm not sure.
Because if you play for Canada, then I'm going to have to pull against you. No, maybe I'll just pull for you when you come up to bat. I'll figure out a way.
know she's going to make that team. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt.
Fact, probably next year she could probably make it. Maybe this year. Who knows?
Now, Ashlyn, what positions do you prefer to play?
My main ones are middle infield, pitcher, and catcher. But Maybelle doesn't like me playing catcher.
Why not?
Yeah.
She thinks you're going to get hurt.
She's too valuable out in the field, and I don't want her getting hurt back there. I don't want her to be a catcher.
Well, Allie says all catchers are crazy, and I honestly, after we've talked to so many, I really believe her. So, Ashlyn, are you one of those crazy people that just love being back there and a part of every single play?
I do love being catcher, but if Maybelle doesn't want me doing that, I won't do it as much.
I love it. I love it. So when you come to stay in California, do your parents come with you, or how does that work?
My mom and my younger sister comes, and then my dad and all my other siblings stay in Canada.
Gotcha. Well, they get to stay back in all the cold, nasty weather, and then you guys get to come enjoy sunny California.
Yeah. Also, me and my sister are homeschooled, and then all my older siblings are in high school and university.
Okay. Well, it's incredible. It's incredible. And I've seen, so you've been involved with War Stick for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they started sending me bats 3 years ago, and they've been so supportive, and they've always had my back ever since.
I think it's great. And that's the one thing that I've learned, and I continue to learn about War Stick, is they're different, and I would say you're different. And I know I'm different, and maybe not in such a great way, but they appreciate those unique things. And I just feel like that brand is such a great brand to help propel you, because that's what their brand's about, is go against the grain, fight, be a warrior, have that mentality, and don't let anybody get in your way. Yeah,
exactly.
You got to get some war stripes. You know what this? Do you know? All right, I got a quiz for you now. So you've been around War Stick for a little bit. They got 2 stripes, right?
Yeah.
2 bars. What's those bars mean? Do you know? Ooh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna call Ben Jenkins and say Ashlyn needs a new training. All right, so 2 bars. One stands for yesterday. One stands for what's to come and tomorrow, and that line in the between them is where we are right now. So it's about preparing yourself, learning from yesterday, preparing for tomorrow, but where we are right now in the moment. So,
oh wow,
I got that explanation from Ben Jenkins himself. So, Have you got to talk to Ben or Jack White?
Yeah, I've talked to Ben before on Instagram.
Okay, He is such a cool dude.
Yeah.
We had him on the show, and he taught us a lot. So very cool.
He's a very passionate guy. I don't know if you've gotten into much of the mindset stuff yet, Ashlyn, but that would be a good place, to toughen those skills up a little bit, because he's got it going on a big time.
He's one of those people you could just sit and listen to talk, because the way his mind works is. It's so much more advanced than mine. So that it's
deep and wide.
Yeah, it didn't take much to be much deeper than mine, but he blew my mind.
He also knows Coach Andrew, because War Stick was involved with Prevail at one time. Oh,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys go to Coopertown, are you guys going to get the super cool War Stick jerseys? Or are you going to stick with
They said they're going to give us some shirts and hats, but I don't know about the jerseys.
Okay.
But they do look cool.
Well, next time you talk to them, tell them to send Coach Aaron a hat, because Coach Aaron still don't have a War Stick hat. I just need one. So.
Yeah.
So now
what you don't see is talking about that mental warrior side, that is Ashlyn out on that field. And that is because she trains so much. She does her schoolwork. She trains more. She's not only coaching the younger teams, but she's sitting there watching her coaches' high school teams, her coaches' 14U, 15U, 16U teams. She's always learning at any point of the day. Baseball, if she's not playing, she's learning. And that's something you don't see out of 12-year-olds, let alone 12-year-old girls in baseball. So that mental warrior status is completely there, and she's only 12, which is insane.
It is. You're a special breed. So, because now I know that in May we haven't forgot you. We're gonna pull you back in here in just a second. But
I'm interested.
So Ashlyn, I know you hear some of the negativity, you hear all the positivity. Do you ever have young girls that are out there that's playing baseball that ask you, "Hey, how have you done it? Like, how do you keep going?" And does anyone ever like reach out to you to help inspire them to continue their journey?
They sometimes ask me like what I do, but about what other people think. But I always say, don't think about what other people think.
Right.
Just worry about you and how hard you train and everything. Gotcha.
Well, we talked to a couple of your peers. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We had Olivia on and CK on, and we got to talk to them for a little bit, and they seem like some serious ballers too. Like, I am super impressed.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, it's I feel so silly that I didn't know all of this was going on around me until I started this show. But hey, now we're just going to help continue to grow it for you. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So May, when you go out and you watch these girls play, like, are you the big cheerleader in the stands, or are you that coach, or are you the coach from the stands that, you got to these girls got to be perfect for you?
Well, I love to go out and I watch them. I try to encourage them and tell them that, hey, they will have a league of their own. All they have to do is keep playing and follow your dream. And that dream is going to come true. And the little things they can see, they are going to have a chance. And with the new series, they can see that it's still going forward. And the steps that we're taking daily. Now I have to blow Allie's heart again. She's just been in as far as I know, the last couple of years building up this here in California. And it's so pleasing to see the steps and strides, because I do want them to have a chance, and I will strive and work towards this as long as I am able to. I'm going down to the Trailblazers in Florida, and also Ashley's going down there. It's the 12 and unders that Major League Baseball is putting on. And what I more or less am is like an ambassador, going around and talking to the girls and giving them support.
Well, do you ever get in the batter's box and show them how you could do it?
Oh, my God, yes. I went down to fantasy camp. Red Sox and Boston Red Sox has fantasy camp for women now. It's about 60 women that go down there, and I get in that batting cage and try to hit that ball. Not to go very far, but I hit it.
Hey.
But it's a lot of fun, and some of these women can't play a ball a lick, but some of them are fairly good, but they love the game of baseball. If you go to any ball field, you'll see as many women there as you do men. It's not that we don't love the game. We just need our chance for our girls. And girls like Ashlyn that is striving so hard to do this is really helping develop the other love of the others, because these little girls that are coming along, seeing how much that Ashlyn is devoted, and they admire her, what she can do. And they think they can do the same thing, which they can. You just got to devote yourself and the love of the game. And go out there and have fun. That's what it's all about. If you love baseball, go out and have fun and do it. And this is what it's all about. And this is what we want for our girls.
I love it. Allie, have you thought about having any charters like in different areas of the country?
Yeah, so actually, Maybelle, what's really cool is we've now expanded into 14 states and 3 different countries. And over the last year, we connected over 71 girls on the baseball field. So Ashlyn is just an example of one girl who comes from Canada. We have a few. We have girls that came from New Mexico, Texas, Florida, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio. I mean, it's just about getting these girls connected, because they are out there playing baseball, but they don't necessarily realize that there's an opportunity for them in the future to play.
Right.
And that's what's so important about Maybelle staying involved and connecting with girls like Ashlyn to support her, because without the people who've been there already supporting the girls who are here now and wanting to do it, we'd have no chance.
Right.
So that's what's the fun part, seeing is the women in baseball are here to support other women in baseball. And that's what we need to do to grow the game. Continue to close those circles, show that the girls can play ball, connect them so that they can play ball together. So yeah, you'll start seeing ball girls all over the country. We're already there. But you'll start seeing our teams coming out.
I want to. Hey, can I ask Allie something while we're here? Allie?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you tried to get the ball girls involved as far as all the other baseball team, Major League Baseball teams? It's actually ball girls like you, which can help you develop more ball players?
It's something I'm working on. Absolutely. It's tough, but the fun thing is the Dodgers Training Academy, I work with them as a coach, and they've given me some leeway to run some all-girls baseball clinics here in Southern California this year. And then by doing that, I hope Major League Baseball can take an opportunity to possibly use that to grow the girls' game in the future, because it really just takes a couple clinics here and there around the country from these Major League Baseball teams to support the girls' development. And then that's when you'll see these girls who love the game and want to play the game, they'll continue. And there's so many other opportunities in the game, whether it's broadcasting, coaching, strength and conditioning. I mean, even just as a fan or a podcast person, there's women that are doing everything that they were told they couldn't do before.
Yeah, just look at Kim Eaton now. Our general manager. I can remember when she was trying to get it. I kept encouraging her, don't give up. And boy, she didn't. And there she is, our first general manager. And I'm so thrilled with her. There's so many opportunities for women in baseball, not only playing, but now to be in the offices. And I think it's wonderful. And I was thinking about other ball girls like you in like San Diego, Oakland, and San Francisco, how you can really get them going.
We're hoping to. Keep pushing them, Maybelle.
You better keep pushing. I'll keep you in the rear end.
I know you will.
Now, Jen, let me ask you a question. Given the landscape and what we're seeing right now, so May and Ashlyn, Jen played college softball. She was a catcher. Jen, do you think your route would have been different had some of these opportunities been more evident to you? Would you have taken the route more of baseball, or would you have stayed in the softball world?
That's a really good question. Because I played baseball until I was 5. So for 2 years, I played baseball. And then it was just, like I said before, it was just the natural progression to go to softball. I didn't think that there was any other choice.
Right.
Given another choice, maybe. I mean, I would say, yeah, that I probably would have stuck with it. Because the boys teams were always much better than the girls teams at that age anyway. So I would have had to play on a boys team, and there were girls that did that. And there's still some girls here, even now that do stick with baseball a little bit longer. But I don't know. That's a really good question. That was many moons ago. So I don't know. It's hard. It'd be hard to say.
I would love to see, and Allie, we've talked about this a lot, just the translation of skills between the two games and, just some of the differences. But I think there are definitely some ladies that are out there on that softball field that I see that could play baseball. And that really frustrates me, Ashlyn. So I really need you to help us continue to push this all forward, because to me, it's nothing no more than just what May said. It's about the love of the game. Again, like if you love baseball, like do it. Who's your favorite baseball player?
Vladdy Guerrero and Pete Alonso.
Okay. Now, you know those two, right?
Yeah, I've met both of them.
I thought you were just going to talk to them about, tell me their first names because you were on a first name basis with them. But I've seen some videos where you've interacted with them and talked to them. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, both of them are so nice, and we talk on Instagram sometimes. And I know some of their family, like from both of them, And I just love how much they love the game and how much they have fun.
That is so crazy. Like, what is it like to meet and interact with your heroes like that?
I love it.
Get nervous?
It's so cool. Not usually. They're always like nice and so kind, and their hearts are so warm.
Yeah. Well, like I used to always, as I was younger, when I would meet, superstars like that I looked up to, I used to get like super nervous, and I'd get quiet, and I'd be scared I was going to say something silly or stupid, but that's going to happen regardless. But, I wouldn't like that. I was very nervous, and I think it is so cool. And that's one of the good parts about social media, is where it's given us ways to connect with, people like that. So, well, very cool. Which team are you going to play for? If you had it in you could tell us, are you going to be a Blue Jay?
Well, that's what I've been wanting to be, but now that I'm here, maybe Dodgers.
What about a Yankee? I could see her wearing a Yankee jersey. I'm not a Yankee. I'm not a Yankee fan.
I'd play on any team if it means I can be in the MLB.
There you go.
The Yankees have a female assistant coach, don't they?
Yeah,
Can't think of her name. I can see her face. I can't think of her name.
Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty
We've
cool.
talked on Instagram before.
Nice.
Hey, you're speaking of women playing softball and baseball. If you can play baseball or softball, you can play baseball. Because as you know, the league started off for the first 4 years as it was softball. We just turned it into baseball.
Yeah.
But if you can catch a ball or throw a ball, you can play both. There's no problem whatsoever in changing over. So it's just up to the girls which one they want to play.
Yep.
I'm wondering if we could do something, Jen, maybe just do like some pickup games. I'm all about this pickup game idea, and one of these days I'm going to make it work. But Allie, I think it would be cool, like just to put something out there for all of the girls softball players that we have in our area. Jen's the softball commissioner, so I kind of got it in with the commish. I think it would be cool to invite them out and just have a night of baseball. What do you think? What do you think they would say to that, Jen? Do you think that they would shoot me down quick?
I don't know. I don't think so.
How do you think that would go, Allie?
It's really just about offering the opportunity. I think the girls just want to be out on a diamond. I think they love the sport, no matter what sport it is. You put a ball in their hand and they're going to want to throw it, whether it's underhand, whether it's overhand. And I think that's also something that's missed a lot of the times, where these girls who are playing baseball have such a great opportunity to play baseball right now.
Yeah.
And if they decide that they don't want to play baseball for any reason, they have the sport of softball to kind of go to, if that wasn't their first love. Some of these boys who are playing baseball, when they fall out of love with the sport or can't keep up anymore, they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have softball to go to all the time. So I feel like our girls chasing the dream in baseball is just strictly because they love the game. But baseball, softball, it doesn't matter. You put a ball in a girl's hands and they're going to have some fun on a field. So it's just offering the opportunity.
Aaron, do you know how far the closest baseball league is from us? Or Allie, do you know? What's the closest here?
There's the Florida Bolts in Florida. You have the New York Wonders and the Philadelphia Phillies. They put some teams together for the girls tournaments. And then, you'll see the ball girls hopefully on the East Coast soon in some boys tournaments. And then we'll be in Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah. Kentucky. Gotcha.
And I get to see Maybelle at Trailblazers. We have 18 of our girls from our organization that were invited by the MLB. What Ashlyn won't tell you is, she was chosen one of 96 players who gets to fly from wherever they are to Florida for a few days of training camp. And Maybelle will be there to share her stories and share her love of the game. MLB coaches, Team USA players. So Maybelle goes from riding on a bus to play some games, and Ashlyn's flying around the country and world. It's pretty crazy time we're living in.
But you know what, Ashlyn? That's where you give her a big hug, because she took the long road. She took the hard road. And now for every generation now, we want it to get easier and easier. So keep pushing. Keep flying that plane. So, well, when is the Trailblazers event?
April 13th to 16th.
And where in Florida? Is it?
Vero Beach at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex.
Okay. So it's in West Palm then. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Vero Beach.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Well, you know what? That sounds like something I need to attend too. We'll have to see about that. I'm all about learning more about the game, and it doesn't matter if who it's coming from. I may, just so you know, like, I grew up loving the game. It didn't matter who I was watching, if it was MLB, minor leagues, college. I just loved watching the game, the mind games that are played on the field, the strategic, the plays and how we set up the field. I just love that. And so anything that I can do to continue to learn and support the love and the growth of the game, I'm all for it. So, all right, Jen, you got any final questions for these ladies? Because I know May's got to be in Hollywood soon. So,
all right, I do have one question for May. I was looking at the let's see if I can get it up here, at the roster pictures. Can't get it to come through.
Yeah, oh, there it is.
Do you know where you're at on here, May?
That's not my team.
Which? Oh, you were
1948 Peoria Red Wings.
Peori Red Wings.
And everyone thinks of the Peaches, right? Yeah. When they think of women in baseball, but there was a lot of other teams. As you said, the Red Wings. We have the Blue Sox, the Comets, the Bells, the South Bend Blue Sox, right?
The Lassies, all of them.
Does that look more like it?
It's fading in it. Pull it back a little bit.
But anyway, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's okay.
And by the way, did you know, Jen, that one of the best softball players or catchers that I've ever known, the best catcher I've ever known, just died in Arizona. Her name was Donnie Wilkinson, the best athlete Arizona ever had.
Oh,
she was the most wonderful catcher you'd ever seen in your life.
Did she play with you?
Play. Huh?
Oh man. Did she play with you?
Yeah, I played against her and I played with her. She's a softball catcher, but she could have been the same thing in baseball because she can do anything.
Like I said,
from 1943 to 1946 in the All-Americans, that's all they played was softball. And they just switched over to baseball in 47.
Now, May, were you a trash talker? I could
cussed with the best of them and said a few nasty words and got after them. You bet.
I could see that. Allie told me you were a firecracker and you were living up to it. So.
No, I had a lot of fun, and it was the best time of our lives when we played ball. There was 650 of us. There's now about 44. And about out of that 44, about 25 of us don't know who the heck we are. And we got about maybe 15 that still can be active a little bit. But that's about it. We're just, we're over headed home. We're rounding third. And it won't be long before we all reach home, I'll tell you.
Well, until then, we're going to keep celebrating you. And Ashlyn, you got to keep pushing ahead, and because apparently, like, you're helping her. So you keep pushing and giving her reasons to show up to the field.
Absolutely.
You cut out for us.
I was just saying, Ashlyn, you keep giving her reasons to show up to the field, and we won't have to worry about any of that other stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely I will.
Awesome.
Oh, she will. She's carried the torch for them.
Yeah.
She is. Allie, what you got?
I just want to ask Ashlyn what it means to you to play baseball with your girls, because it's different than playing with the boys. So what is being out on the field with the girls, against all girls, against other boys? What does that mean to you?
I just think it's so cool, like, seeing all these other girls playing baseball, because I've always been the only one on my team. But actually, this year I have another girl on my Prevail team. It's like the first time another girl's on my team. But the ball girls is all girls, and I think that's just amazing.
Well, I think what Allie has done is pretty incredible. So, May, when you guys get that complex in your Hall of Fame built, you might have to put a little spot there just for Allie with this ball girls and what she is working on doing. So,
well, she still got to work harder to do that.
She does. She does.
I gotta get the whip out and get her going more. Because we got to move.
We do.
That back cane she's got. Careful of that thing.
I know.
Well, Allie, you got some work to do, young lady. So according to May, we're going to keep pushing you too. So we need to see some more ball girl stuff out here on the East Coast. We need some merch to send it out here. And I really think it would be cool for us to maybe put out an invite to see how many young girls would like to show up. Maybe we could have them even hop on a call with you and you can tell them a little bit about your story. Maybe Ashlyn could hop on and say, look here's what I've been able to achieve, and maybe inspire some more girls to drop the yellow and then pick up the white one. So I don't know.
It's all about the love of the game. I mean,
it is.
You give them the opportunity, and these girls, Ashlyn's age, her 12U group is so lucky to have so many amazing opportunities in this game for the girls and women of the future. I'm excited, and it gives me the chills to see
something.
Very cool. All right, ladies, any final words for us? Anything you'd like to leave us with?
Yeah, keep promoting girls baseball and softball, but mostly baseball because that's what we need. The girls are established in softball now, but we got to build our own home. They have their home in Oklahoma. We need one in Rockford, Illinois, where the Rockford Peaches started the cradle of baseball.
All right. That's a part of our mission as well. So we're going to be working with Ashlyn. I'm going to need you to help push me too, okay? You got to hold me accountable.
Yeah, I will.
If it looks like I'm slipping, I'm going to need you to give me a nudge and say, hey, keep pushing, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Kick you in the rear.
That's fine. Hey, that's how I learn the best. Sometimes is just give me a swift kick or a smack and I'll get to moving. So, all right, Ashlyn, how can we follow you on Instagram, and how can all of our listeners go check out you and what you work on?
Well, my Instagram is baseball Ashlyn77, and I have a bunch of videos on there if you want to check them out.
Okay.
And on Twitter and on TikTok.
Oh, I don't know if I follow you on Twitter. I'll have to go. What's your Twitter handle?
It's the same thing.
Same thing?
But
okay.
I don't use Twitter as much as I do as TikTok and Instagram.
I still can't figure out TikTok, so I've been saying this for probably a few months now, but maybe you can help me figure that part out because I'm not good at that one. So, but I just learned Instagram, so it's okay. But all right, I got one last question for both of you ladies, and this is the hardest question that we usually ask anyone that comes on the show. But Ashlyn, we're going to let you go first, so May can think about it a little bit. If you're walking up to bat today, what would be your walkout music? What would get you pumped up and ready to go?
My woke-up song is Battle Belongs by Phil Wickham.
Battle Belongs by who?
By Phil Wickham.
Okay. I'll have to look that one up. I haven't heard that one before. Allie, is that familiar to you?
Yes, it's was that the same walk-up music you had in December?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a faith-based song. Ashlyn is very in touch with herself on the field in that way, and I think it calms her going up to the plate, but she believes in the process, she trusts in the process, and it's really cool to see that out on the field. I love her walk-up song. That
is awesome. Hey, the Lord has got a plan for you. Like, if you can't see it right now, May, give her a whack with that big cane you got right there and just make her make sure she wakes up. So, May, what would your walkout song be, ma'am?
Still Take Me Out to the Ball Game. That does everything for me.
Got it. That's perfect. I think that's the first time that anyone has used that on this show. So that one belongs to you. So
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. For all of our listeners out there, I hope you've enjoyed this. I think we've went a little bit over an hour and 10 minutes, and I think we could probably spend a few more hours just talking and diving a little bit deeper into this. But we don't have that much time today because we got to let these ladies get to practice and get continuing pushing on. So, but if you guys need anything from us, please always feel like you can reach out to us. We'll be here to help support you. Ashlyn, again, smack me around a little bit. Tell me to post some more stuff. Give me some stuff to post, and man, I'll make sure that we get you out there. Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, and thanks a lot, guys, for all your support. We sure appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
And for all of our listeners out there, again, follow us on all of these different social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, slidepodcastshow.com. You'll find all of our different connections that we have. We just started with some merch. So if you would like to have a Slide Podcast Show shirt, hoodie, hat, and more to come, please visit our website. But until then, Jen, actually, no. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this one different. All right, Ashlyn, I'm gonna need your help with this one, okay? All right. So at the end of the show, we always say, "Until next time, we'll catch you on the slide." And and I will say, "Until next time." And if you and May can say, "We will catch you on the slide," it'll be aces. Okay. All right. Until next time,
we will catch you on the slide.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world great sportsmanship, leadership, to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at the Slide Podcast Show and the Slide Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll catch you on the slide.